Give an AI tool a simple text prompt, and in under 30 seconds, it can generate a complete replica of a legitimate retail website. This is the official seal of the Association of Internet Research Specialists, or AOFIRS. They conduct research to track and identify these rapidly generated threats. Many of us were taught to look for the padlock icon in our browser window to know a site is safe. But that HTTPS padlock only means your connection to the server is secure. It offers zero proof that the person running the server is legitimate. To expose these AI-generated traps, you can apply a 5-step manual fraud audit. You don't need expensive forensic software. You only need a desktop web browser, Google Maps, and basic image search capability. Because scammers are automating their code, manual human verification is your strongest defense. Step 1 is the infrastructure test. Start by clicking the top navigation links. Watch to see if they actually load new pages, or if they immediately trigger unclosable pop-ups and fake countdown timers designed to rush you. This monitor shows a fake PayPal-themed site with a non-standard layout. Right-click and select Inspect to check the code. See if it's built with interactive HTML, or if the homepage is just a single, flat image trap. Look at the annotations on this page layout. You can clearly see the low-quality images and poor font choices scammers resort to when they try to build a static homepage in a hurry. This second image points out even more structural errors. The annotations highlight bad color contrast with the background, alongside sidebar navigation links that do not function. These rapidly generated clones almost always lack the nested HTML depth that real e-commerce platforms require to process transactions and route inventory. Real businesses invest time and money into functional digital infrastructure. Scammers prioritize speed, relying on cheap, static images to capture your payment data. Step 2 is visual forensics. Right-click the company logo and open it in a new tab. This lets you inspect its native resolution and the actual file name. When a scammer rips a logo directly from a search engine, the compression causes severe pixelation and blurry edges. A legitimate business displays crisp graphics. Next, navigate to the About Us page. Take the executive profile photos and run them through a reverse image search using a tool like Google Images or 10i. If you find the CEO's profile photo buried in a commercial stock library or attached to dozens of completely unrelated websites, the identity is fabricated. Pay close attention to introductory videos. AI-generated deepfakes reveal themselves through small visual artifacts, like asymmetrical ears or hair that melts into the background. Scammers can automate text generation, but high-resolution, completely original visual assets are incredibly difficult for them to perfectly forge across an entire site. Step 3 focuses on content. Copy a few sentences directly from the site's privacy policy or terms of use, put them in quotation marks, and run a web search to check for plagiarized duplicates. Then, scan the customer testimonials. Look for repeating grammatical patterns and an extreme saturation of marketing buzzwords, which often point to synthetic text generation. A major red flag is finding a cluster of customer reviews that hyper-fixate on exact product model numbers and highly specific technical dimensions. Real customers rarely write like that. Standard text checks are often circumvented by a technique called AI cloaking, a method used to hide fraudulent content from automated safety scanners. This diagram shows how cloaking splits traffic. The server reads the incoming visitor, sends perfectly clean code down one path to satisfy automated scam checking bots, and routes the actual fraudulent pages down another path to a human user. Because AI cloaking can trick automated verification tools, relying solely on your browser safety scanner is insufficient. You must conduct a manual content review. Step 4 is the real-world anchor test. Find the physical corporate address listed on the site's contact page and drop it into Google Maps Street View. This photo shows a massive AIA logo affixed to a glass skyscraper. If a website claims to be a large global enterprise, you should be able to find clear, verifiable street-level signage that matches the brand. Next, check the executive profiles. This document highlights a common error in fabricated resumes. The executive is listed as holding multiple conflicting full-time leadership positions at the exact same time. You can also verify the corporate entity itself. This official SEC filing displays the owner data and company data boxes, giving you a primary source to confirm the business is legally registered. Finally, check the site's trust seals, like the Better Business Bureau or Norton logos. On a genuine website, these are interactive links that open an official third-party directory. Forcing a digital storefront to prove it has physical and legal anchors in the real world exposes sites that exist only on a server. Step 5 is the checkout trap test. Proceed to the payment screen, but stop completely before entering any actual financial information. Scan the page for forced continuity traps. Scammers often use pre-checked boxes hidden in the layout that legally bind you to expensive, auto-renewing subscriptions. Look for the refund policy. You need to verify that it's an actual functional link with clear terms, rather than a line of dead text. Check the address fields. If the payment gateway allows you to proceed without requiring a billing address that matches the credit card, it's highly likely to be a fraudulent extraction point. The checkout process is the scammer's entire goal. Because it's the sole extraction point for your money, it's the most aggressively manipulated part of their infrastructure. If a website fails even a single one of these 5 tests, you have your answer. The site is a fraud. A structured audit provides a way to verify the digital environment. These manual techniques allow you to identify specific red flags automated filters often miss. If you identify a fake site, report the URL directly to Google Safe Browsing and share this audit checklist with your network. Technology will keep evolving, but structured human skepticism and methodical verification will always remain your strongest firewall against digital fraud.